Just thought I would share a new acquisition. I picked up this DeWalt 735 planer used with the stand and the in-feed and out-feed extensions. And hopefully it's in good shape. Haven't fired it up yet. I did notice that it's lacking the T-handled Torx tool, so I have had to use my own version, T30. I did take the time to open it up, and I discovered that the exhaust hood here was completely packed with not sawdust but saw shavings, wood shavings, and it was completely packed up in the mouth there as well. So I'm glad I took the time to do a little opening up before I try to fire it up. In fact, here in my trash can you can see here are some of the shavings that were clogging up the dust collection. So here's a view of the back of the machine. This adapter here has veins in it, apparently to stop anything large from coming through. And here are some of the chips that I pulled out of the chute. And if you look at that, you can kind of see a machine that can create long stringy strips like that probably shouldn't have a lot of restrictions on the output. This comes off. There's a spring-loaded tab here that you use in conjunction with this tab to affix that, and this rear outfeed table won't stay up, so what I did was I put a spring over here to help me clip it in place and hold it like so, so this at least will stay up and out of the way when not in use. On the front side, the in-feed table does flip up and stay out of the way. It's not held in place by anything, so I have a bungee cord over here that I use to just hook it, stop it from flopping down. This is the switch to turn it on, reset switch. There's a 2-speed transmission. You're supposed to flip it when it's running. There's a ruler over here to give you an idea how high you are from the platform. And over here there's a dial that allows you to choose certain preset thicknesses. And there's a shaft down here that bottoms out on this dial. So presumably when you go to lower the head, you won't be able to get it any lower than what this dial is set to. So theoretically, if you have a bunch of material, you want to go down to a 1/2 inch, and they're all different thicknesses to start. You can start high and then drift them all down low, and you'll bottom out at a 1/2 inch. There's this indicator here which gives you an idea of how much material the cutter heads are going to take off. So if I put a board in here and I lower the head, when the cutter head engages the top of the board, you'll see that dial will start to move. See, it's starting to go up now. So right now I'm just engaging, and at that point I'm removing something around a 32nd, and if I go even lower I'm removing a 1/16 of an inch. And that's kind of cool. This table not staying up, I kind of consider that a design flaw. It also seems a little short-sighted that this nozzle gets in the way of folding up the outfeed table. However, since I have a broken knob here, this actually will sit there, so at least I have a place to keep it. The wheels on this cart are particularly not very good. They don't caster very well. At this point, I'm not even sure I'm going to use this thing. It puts out an awful lot of wood chips, and it's very loud. And until I have a way to capture the exhaust of this thing, I don't want to fire it up in my shop. I may actually take it outdoors and use it if I have to use it before I'm ready. Unfortunately, this is missing the T-handled Torx wrench that conveniently sits in that slot there. So I got this through mail order, and there it is, and she fits. And I did get the second set of blades. So after doing a little research, it appears as though these casters may not have come with this rolling stand. They look an awful lot like the casters I have on my router station. And these were casters that came with a Harbor Freight dust collector. So if these guys came from Harbor Freight, then it's no great surprise that they're not very good quality. Well, you know how life goes. Every project turns into an adventure, which is why I tend to do series of videos. And this guy was no exception. The first thing I tried to do was create a nifty little cyclone dust collector that fits underneath it for the machine, and that was an epic fail. Definitely want to check out that video so you don't make the same mistakes I made. And eventually I ended up with this giant barrel cyclone dust collector, which in conjunction with additional ductwork and dust collection works like a champ. So keep an eye out for those videos. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Hope you got something out of this. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, give me some feedback. I like making the videos and I make them for the community. So let me know what you think and keep your eyes out for the next one.